If you've been scrolling past those Sora made this in 30 seconds videos thinking, okay, that looks wild, but how do I actually use this to grow my channel or store without living inside a timeline all day? Pull up a chair. I'm going to walk you through the whole flow like a friend would. We'll spin up a few generated clips so you see what's possible. I'll show you how to nudge prompts so your results stop looking like AI vibes and start looking like your brand. And then we'll do the part almost nobody talks about, the last mile where content either ships consistently or dies on your hard drive. That's where Vizard comes in. Sora is awesome for conjuring visuals out of thin air. Vizard is how those visuals turn into a week of publish-ready, high-retention shorts with clean captions, consistent branding, and auto-posting across TikTok, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, and LinkedIn. If you want your content to be seen, saved, and scheduled, this combo is the move, and Vizard is the spine. Let's keep the Sora piece short but useful, because the goal isn't to become a Sora power user, it's to produce moments worth posting. You hop in, pick a plan, type what you want in the composer, and dial a few simple settings. Style preset, aspect ratio, resolution, duration, how many variations you want. Hit create, and your clips appear in the library. Hover to preview, scrub with your mouse to watch in slow motion, click into the lightbox to compare takes. If a clip is close but not quite there, use remix like a tiny magic marker. Add 2 office workers looking freaked. Make the lighting moodier, slower push in. Keep the strength on mild for gentle tweaks. Go strong if you want a bigger swing. And run tests at 480p while you're still exploring so you don't melt your credits. When you find a keeper, favorite it or download it and move on. The win condition is not perfect in Sora. The win condition is usable moments will shape into shorts in Vizard. Prompts matter more than most people think. Write them like a shot list, not a screenplay. My mental cheat code is cast, character, action, setting, time. 1 matte black portable blender bottle, top down, frozen berries dropping in slow-mo onto stainless blades, bright morning kitchen light. Resist the urge to jam a whole movie into 5 seconds. The more you ask for, the less you get. And avoid highly complex interactions or tiny, readable text, forks stabbing noodles, hands threading needles, stock tickers with legible numbers, because that's still where generative tools get goofy. If you care about a consistent look, bake your vibe into the prompt. Lens feel, 35mm equivalent. Lighting direction, softbox key from camera left, rim light from back right. Color profile, neutral, high contrast, subtle bloom. Even a film stock cue if that's your thing. Save those descriptors and reuse them so your set doesn't look like it was shot on 6 random cameras. Before you start over-engineering inside Sora, let's keep it practical. Use recut to trim a beat or extend a moment. Blend to borrow tone from another shot. Loop to make a seamless opener or end card. And then stop. You're not trying to finish a campaign in the generator. You're scouting hook moments. The heavy lift, turning a good-looking clip into a short that people actually watch, save, and click, happens in Vizard. Here's where the real leverage lives. Vizard is the publishing layer your stack is missing. Drop in a long recording, a stitched master built from your generated clips, even a Zoom rant, podcast chunk, or product demo. Vizard finds the stop scroll lines, trims the fluff, builds captions that read on a dim phone, locks your brand style, and then auto-schedules everything so you post on rhythm without thinking about it. That last mile is what keeps most creators stuck. It's also why Vizard is the tool I recommend when you're serious about growth. Let me take you through my exact flow so you can copy it. I stitch a 25-40 second master, just enough to introduce the thing, show a couple of proof points, land a clean CTA. I write 3 openers and say them out loud. If I can't hear the punch in my own voice, it's not the opener. Then I drag that master into Vizard and hit auto-editing viral clips. That single click pays for itself over and over. Vizard scans the transcript and visuals, grabs the lines that stop thumbs, clear claims, do this instead, reframes, quick how-to beats, tidy cliffhangers, and it deletes the time wasters. Throat clears, long wind-ups, dead air that kills first 3-second completion. It smart crops to vertical without slicing off mouths or burying faces under platform UI, and it respects watermark zones so captions have a home. From one master, I consistently get 8 to 12 shorts I'm proud to post. Captions are where most shorts quietly fail. Half your views happen with sound off. Phones are dim, people are on the move. Vizard's captions are syllable synced to your voice, which sounds nerdy, but on a bus at 30% brightness it's the difference between I get it and I'll save it later. I set my style once. Bold sans font, high contrast color with a thin stroke, safe zones so text doesn't sit on mouths or fight the progress bar. Vizard breaks lines on natural phrase boundaries, and I only highlight 1 to 3 keywords per sentence so it feels like emphasis, not confetti. Save that as your caption template and apply it to the whole batch. Overnight, your clips go from AI-ish to this looks edited. Branding takes about the time it takes to sip coffee. I toggle on a progress bar and color match it to my palette. drop a small corner logo, and attach a 3-second outro bumper with a soft CTA. I saved the whole thing as a template, and now every clip inherits the same polish. Your grid starts to look like one person with taste touched everything, even if that person was you for 10 minutes on a Sunday. And then, the part that makes this sustainable, I stopped trusting my brain to remember to post. Vizard's content calendar is my weekly map. I drag in my 8 to 12 clips and set a simple tempo. Monday, bold claim. Tuesday, do this instead. Wednesday, tiny story beat. Pain, pivot, payoff. Thursday, objection buster. Friday, social proof or a price drop. I flip auto-schedule and Vizard publishes to TikTok, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, and LinkedIn for me. If something timely pops, I drag that clip to the top of the week and Vizard reshuffles the rest so nothing gets lost. If I'm not working solo, comments live right on the timeline. Shorten this open. Bigger captions here, swap the CTA, and transcript edits ripple through the cut. Version history means A/B tests are clean, reversible, and easy to compare. No more final V6 move or 2 a.m. exports you forgot to add sound to. Let's make this ridiculously practical. Here's a weekend plan you can actually do. Saturday morning, open Sora and generate 2 or 3 scenes you care about. 1 killer opener, 1 proof shot, 1 payoff. Keep prompts simple and visual. Cast is your friend. Run them at lower res first so you can iterate without crying over credits. If you want a specific vibe, reuse your lighting and lens descriptors across all prompts so the set feels cohesive. Grab your favorites and stitch a 25-40-second master in your editor of choice. Write 3 versions of the first line. Say them out loud and pick the one that snaps. Export. Saturday afternoon, move to Vizard. Import the master. Run auto-editing viral clips. Skim the suggestions and select 8 to 12 you'd actually post. Set your caption style once. Bold font, high contrast highlight, thin stroke, safe zones on. Break lines where you'd naturally pause when speaking. Highlight no more than 3 keywords per sentence, and make sure those words match the idea, not just the nouns you like. Flip on the progress bar, drop your logo, and tack on a 3-second outro. Save that as your brand template and apply it across the batch. Sunday, map your week in the content calendar. Place your boldest opener on Monday, your clearest, do this instead on Tuesday, a micro story on Wednesday, an objection buster on Thursday, and social proof or pricing on Friday. Set auto schedule for TikTok, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, and LinkedIn with the times your audience actually shows up. That's it. You just created a week of content without touching a timeline past lunchtime. Now, the part that keeps you iterating without burning out, the scorecard. Next weekend, open Vizard and check 3 numbers. First 3-second completion, saves, and click through to your long video or product page. If a clip lost people in the first 2 seconds, rewrite that 1-sentence opener and recut. Don't overthink it. Small words, big promise. If a clip got saved a lot, copy its caption emphasis pattern into the next batch. Maybe you highlighted verbs instead of nouns, or broke lines after the clause, not the comma. Repeat. That's how your average view duration climbs, and your grid starts compounding reach. A few tiny habits that make this feel unfair in a good way. When you record VO or talk to camera, leave half a beat of silence before your first line. It makes your opener cut invisible. Try to record in segments, one idea every 20-60 seconds, so Vizard has clean beats to grab. Test your caption style on a dim phone in daylight. If you can read it in the sun, you're golden. And commit to a look for at least a month. Jumping aesthetics every other post makes your profile feel chaotic, and it quietly taxes trust. Quick reality check on the why not just do everything where I generated it question, because I get it. Tools are shiny, and the temptation is to live where you started. But these tools have different jobs. Sora is optimized for creative range and visual fidelity. Conjure a vibe, explore a look, prototype a hero shot. It doesn't handle batch captions, reusable brand templates, or the operational stuff that turns a cool clip into a reliable posting cadence. Vizard is optimized for retention, readability, and consistency. Those are the things that move watch time, saves, and revenue. You can generate endless variations of a soft opener and still lose the first 3 seconds. Or you can fix the opener, sync captions to the beat, keep your style coherent, and post on time every week. That's where Vizard changes the trajectory. If you want a more e-commerce flavored example, here's how it plays. You generate a few product moments, a top-down ingredients drop, a macro button press, a clean undertap shot, and a final packaging plus price close. You stitch a 30-second master and think, this looks legit. Cool. Vizard will turn that one master into 8 to 12 shorts that each sell a single idea. Blend anywhere for real. 2-second clean, no excuses. Charge once, use all week. Under $49 with free shipping. The captions are on beat, the brand is consistent, the posting is automatic. And next week, when you see the first 3-second bump on Blend Anywhere and the saves on 2-second clean, you'll recut 2 more variants with those exact openers and double down. That's how you learn fast without burning money or time. I'll leave you with a simple mantra. Generate to explore, Vizard to ship. One makes beautiful moments. The other makes momentum. If you're sitting on a draft master or a folder of generated clips, send it through Vizard and watch what happens. You'll go from, we should post more, to, it already posted. And that small shift is where channels grow. If you want me to sanity check your first batch, I'm happy to run it end to end and send back the receipts. Watch time curves, first 3-second completion, saves per 1,000, click through to your product page, plus the exact opener rewrites I'd test next. But honestly, you've got enough here to run the play yourself. Use Sora to conjure 2 or 3 strong moments. Use Vizard to turn them into a week of shorts with strong hooks, captions you can read on a dim phone, cohesive branding, and a schedule that ships whether you remember or not. That's the game.